guys, I've got some revision tips for this week's paragraph before you put it in the Dropbox. This week you're working on a comparison paragraph, and so there are a couple of things that are tricky about it. One is the use of apostrophes. And so that's my first tip. When you've written your whole paragraph, you have all of the details in there, your paragraph is solid, then the next thing to do is go through and check the apostrophes. And so I've written my paragraph here, and the way that I've set it up is I have a topic sentence that tells which topic I'm going to be comparing, the topic of closets, and then whose closets, my daughter's closet and my closet. And so every sentence in this paragraph needs to relate to the comparison of my daughter's closet to my closet. And so the way I do it is I give a sentence or two about her shirts, and then a sentence or two about my shirts, and then a sentence or two about her pants, and a sentence or two about my pants. And so it keeps it all balanced. I'm describing each of our closets with equal weight, have the same number of sentences about each. And so then the second revision I'm going to need to do is to make sure that I have all of the needed transitional words in my paragraph. All right, so first I'm going to look at my apostrophes. And I know that when I use a possessive pronoun, my, your, his, her, its, that I do not need an apostrophe. Those are already possessive. All right, whenever I use a noun that's possessive, though, I have to put an apostrophe. And so the way I'm going to proofread this for apostrophes is I'm going to go through every sentence and look at each word that has an S on the end and think, do I mean plural or do I mean possessive? All right, and so my first word that comes up is closets. And I'm talking about her closet and my closet. I've got two closets, and so I mean plural there. I don't need an apostrophe. All right, where's my next S? Its. Okay, its is a possessive pronoun. And so that's one of those words that does not need an apostrophe. Now I need to think, do I really mean the possessive pronoun its here? Do I mean its costume trunk as in belonging to somebody? Yes, the circus crew's costume trunk. Its costume trunk. I don't mean it is. It is costume trunk. That wouldn't make sense in this context. It is the form of its that has the apostrophe, not the possessive pronoun. So no apostrophe goes there because it's possessive. Colors, yes, I do mean plural there. Abby's, all right, so Abby is my daughter. I only have one daughter. There are not plural Abby's, and so that's correct to have an apostrophe there. Shirts, yes, that's plural. I do not need an apostrophe. My shirts, again, plural. Pants, plural. Styles, plural. Abby's, possessive. There's only one Abby, and so I need the apostrophe there. All right, I have an apostrophe in can't, not because it's possessive, but because it's a contraction for cannot. All right, Abby's closet. Again, one Abby, yes, so that one is possessive. I do need the apostrophe. Each other's styles. All right, there's two of us. And so styles, we have different styles. That's plural. That's correct. No need for an apostrophe there. Others is possessive, though. The styles belonging to each other. And so I do need the apostrophe before the S there. The other, each other means one other. And so I need singular other apostrophe S to make it possessive. All right, so I'm going to go through and check all of my apostrophes and plurals like that. And then I'm going to read each sentence, and when I switch from discussing Abby's closet to my closet, I'm going to need a transition. In this case, I'm showing contrast most of the time. I'm saying how her closet is different from my closet. And so I'm going to open each of those sentences that switch from her style to my style with a contrast word. And so I've used, on the other hand, after I discussed that her style is simple, and I say my style looks like a circus crew, I'm opening that second sentence with a contrast transitional phrase, on the other hand. Alright, I say she prefers t-shirts, however, now I'm talking about my shirt style. And so again, I've used a contrast word to switch from her to me in terms of style. But I have an additional detail that I want to add about my shirts. And so I opened this sentence with an addition transition, additionally. Alright, then I switch topics to pants. I'm done with shirts, I go to pants, and so similarly our pants differ, and so I use another addition or a comparison transition there to show that I'm switching topics, but that it's also in the same contrast mode. Alright, more contrast, whereas, and right here really is where I finish the contrast. And so I should add one more transition here. I'm going to add a conclusion or a summary transition. And so I think I'll just put in conclusion. I like I'm in full screen mode, and so it won't let me type right here. But anyway, if I were in a screen that I could type on, I would type in conclusion, comma, right there, and show, let's see, I can do it right here. In conclusion, comma. Alright, and now I have a good transition, and it's a simple one, but it's obvious, and it does exactly what it needs to do. It shows the reader that I finished my comparison, and I'm just putting one final thought here. Alright, so two important things. Proofread for apostrophes. You don't need them when you use possessive pronouns, but you do need them when you use possessive nouns. Alright, proofread for transitions. Edit where needed. Put them in so that your reader knows exactly when you're switching from one subject to another subject, and add some when you're adding details too, like additionally, in fact, etc. All right, I look forward to seeing your paragraphs.